Now we are learning more at this hour about the sudden closure of airspace at the airport in El Paso last night. The FAA says the move was made because the Pentagon planned to test counter-drone technology in El Paso.
All right, so sources telling CBS News meetings were scheduled over the potential safety impacts of that testing, but the Pentagon announced it wanted the testing to begin. That led to FAA Administrator Brian Bedford to close the airspace starting Tuesday night without telling the White House, Pentagon, or Homeland Security. Initially, airspace closure was to last 10 days. El Paso leaders say they were left in the dark.
Our airport was in chaos. Our community was scared, all because someone decided to shut down our airspace. You just cannot do that. All aviation operations were grounded, including emergency flights. This was a major and unnecessary disruption.
Orko Manna has spent the day at Bush Airport looking at how all this confusion has impacted travelers. Orko.
Yeah, Mia, we spoke to some travelers here coming from El Paso, and understandably, they were very frustrated by all of this. I counted 3 flights coming from El Paso International Airport to Bush Airport here this morning that were all delayed. Now, take a look at this video. Here's a look at the screens inside the airport here showing those delays. The longest delay was more than 3 hours. That flight was supposed to land at Bush around 8:50 this morning, but it didn't get here until noon. We spoke to one of the passengers on that flight off camera, and he says the long delay was annoying and frustrating, especially because he was coming here to get on a cruise. And a passenger on a different delayed flight tells me she was extremely tired after what she described as a very long morning. Meanwhile, officials in El Paso are focusing on the airspace closure, which they say they were not notified about.
It was done without any local consultation and without any local communication. Everyone locally on the ground was in the dark.
Texas leaders on both sides of the aisle, including Congressman Joaquin Castro and Senator Ted Cruz, say they're working to get more information about what happened. Now, back out here live at Bush Airport, flight operations are back to normal. I just checked. All the flights that are leaving or coming from El Paso are all on time right now. Meanwhile, airlines such as Southwest Airlines and United Airlines have announced rebooking options for folks who were impacted by those earlier flights. Reporting live from Bush Airport tonight, Orko Manna, KHOU 11 News.
Airspace shutdown scheduled for 10 days ended up being several hours. Orko, thank you.